Hello again, I am Blunty, and, like, believe it or not, more than 60% of the population, I need corrective lenses for my vision to be, gooder, more good. And can I just stop for a minute and say that number surprised me? I googled it real quick before I started this video because I thought it would be a good way to frame things, and I expected it to be 30, 40%, something like that. More than half of us wear glasses, or need glasses. Which is wild, because you'd think with more than half of the customer base requiring corrective lenses, people who make VR headsets would pay more attention to providing for that audience. But they don't. Most VR headsets don't work especially well with spectacles. I know from feedback on a lot of you guys, when I do videos about VR, you tell me use contact lenses. Not everyone wants or can use contact lenses. In my case, I have a very slight astigmatism, which means I can use VR without my glasses perfectly fine. It doesn't sort of give me headaches or anything. Everything's just slightly fuzzier than it should be, which was kind of beneficial in some of the earlier VR headsets, which didn't have the best resolution anyway. But for the headsets around these days, we've progressed to a stage where the screens and the lenses and, that whole optical chain are working so well. They are really quite crispy. So it is actually beneficial for me to start wearing glasses inside the VR headset to get the best out of them. And the headset I recently purchased and reviewed, this right here, my cord's all tangled up. This one right here, would you please give me some cable slack? Crying out loud, what are you caught on? This is the Oculus Rift S, review linked down below and on the ends page screen thingamabob doodler as well if you haven't seen that yet. Long story short, I really quite like it. I was quite impressed by it. Seriously, what is this cable? And as I mentioned in that review, this does work with my glasses quite well. These glasses it works okay with. I do have a couple of other frames. We've got sort of these ones down here and these ones here. And sort of between the three frames, these ones tend to fit the best. Titanium frame, very, very small, very, very lightweight. And I guess the shape of the lenses and everything helped as well. But they fit quite well inside this. So those are the ones I've been wearing inside here. The only real issue with is because of the way this fits on, it can be a bit of a pain in the ass to get them on with your glasses, because you have to kind of, instead of just slipping it over your head and tightening it up like you would normally, you kind of have to angle your glasses in so your glasses sort of fit inside the cup so they don't stab inside your face. So you've got to do angle like that and then gently, gently, gently down like that. And then you tighten it up. And then you could grab the arms and sort of push them forward a little bit because they've been smushed in your face. So you push them forward so they rest on your nose a little bit until you find the comfortable spot. And then you're away. And then when you have to take it off, you have to do the same thing. You have to open it right up and sort of angle carefully so your glasses don't sort of catch on the lip and everything. Bit of a pain in the ass. Can be done. Bit of a pain in the ass. Like I said, it works better with these ones slightly. Mostly because the arms are skinnier on that. They're more comfortable inside. And that's all well and good. And different headsets have different sort of compatibility with glasses, depending on your face, your glasses, the shape of the headset, all that kind of thing. One of the other things that can happen with glasses wearers in VR headsets is it sometimes forces them to push the visor a little bit further away from the face to account for the space that the glasses take up. Now I've got sponges on my glasses. But the thing that happens when you push the screens and inbuilt lenses further away from your face is your field of view gets smaller, which sort of reduces the immersion you get in VR. So it's not an ideal solution. So what a couple of companies have started doing with the HTC Vive and the Oculus Rift, the original versions, they started doing prescription lenses that are specifically designed to sort of snap over or into this headset. So they either sort of tension themselves over the lenses or they literally snap over the lenses and things like that. And now with this new generation of headsets that we're seeing, they've released lenses for those as well. For the Oculus Rift S, for the Oculus Quest, for the Oculus Go, for the Samsung Odyssey Plus, and a bunch of other stuff. So I decided to get some and find out exactly how well they work. So let's just put the headset to the side for now. My glasses out of the way. And here we go. These are from VR Optician. There are a couple of companies out there doing them. This was the one that would actually accept my order. The other company, I forget what they called themselves, but their website was broken when I tried to order some. So womp womp to you. But VR Optician, based in Europe. They took about 2 weeks to get here in Australia and go through customs and all that sort of stuff. I imagine if you're in Europe, it might be faster and all that kind of stuff. So what they send you, they arrive in this little soft padded bag, but they also come in a small cardboard box as well so they don't get crushed in the mail, obviously. So shipping, was fine. They give you one of these little cheapo lens cloths as well, because you get those with any pair of glasses you buy these days because they cost nothing to manufacture and get fancied up. But here we go. This is the first time I've actually looked at these. Now, my concern with these, as we pop them out here, my concern is because my prescription is for astigmatism. I'm not short-sighted, I'm not long-sighted. There's no, I don't have an issue with magnification or distance viewing, close-up, things like that. My astigmatism means that if my prescription is mounted in these off-axis, that's going to not work. In fact, it's going to make my vision worse because astigmatism means my lenses are slightly oval instead of spherical. So, in one direction, in one polarity, I focus fine. In the other polarity, I don't focus fine. And so my prescription has to be on axis perfectly. Otherwise, it makes my vision literally worse. So, first up, let's try that. Which one is this? This is the left one. Okay. Which orientation are these supposed to go in? It's like that inside the headset, isn't it? So, first test. Oh! Well, it's hard to tell until I get these in the headset and find out exactly where they are, but it feels like... Get the other one. Yeah, these are the way they snap in. It feels like... Hang on a sec. There's the thumbnail. Yeah, it feels like they have actually managed to get the prescription orientated correctly in these. Again, I won't be able to tell for sure until I snap these into the headset and find out exactly how they locate, but that's feels pretty close at least. And yeah, as far as I can tell, yeah, they're very, very clear and sharp. In fact, I think they're slightly better than those lenses because these glasses are for one of those cheapo Chinese, buy your frames for $29 and lenses for cheap as well. I mean, they work perfectly fine. I wear them all the time, but I think these lenses are actually slightly clearer and better and sharper, which is good news. I also spent a little bit extra on these to get the blue light blocking option. It's a coating they put on to help filter out blue light, and as we know, that's the latest thing with lens wear, and especially if you're in front of a computer screen all day, to help strain out some of that blue light, which can do, apparently, long-term damage to your eyes. I'm not exactly sure on the optical biology or science of that, but I thought, why not? Because our brains are pretty good at adjusting for color casts anyway, so even though when I put these over my eyes, everything goes very, very slightly orange, warmer, because it blocks out the blue light, so more orange comes through, but you will adjust to that within moments, basically, because our brains are, like I said, our brains are very good at not showing us the entire truth of our eyes. So let's snap this into the headset and go play some VR and find out exactly how we do. So let's switch cams again. Let's find out about the fitting process. So this didn't come with any instructions or anything. So, I mean, it should be pretty straightforward. It's obvious, isn't it? They clip on, but how good do they clip on? We should probably clean these lenses before we do that so we're not trapping any dust or fingerprints underneath the existing lenses. Let's see here. Maybe I should have a look at the website, see if there are instructions, because that doesn't feel like it's going to fit. Okay, and we're back. They do, in fact, have a short, like 45-second installation guide video on their YouTube channel, and yes, I do have to... This camera angle's hard. There is a plastic retention ring. I don't know how well you can see that. Let's try and get the light bounced off it. Yeah, there's a plastic ring around these lenses. Apparently, you pull that off, and the ring around these replaces it, basically. So, how hard is that to do? Oh, they pop off nice and easy. Just have to get a little fingernail under it. I did actually trim my fingernails yesterday, so it's a bit harder. Not painful than it should be. Ow! Ow! Wait, whatever. Here we go. Danger zone. Taking a sharp knife near my finely calibrated VR lenses. Beautiful. Okay, so those rings are off there. Now, let's snap these in. Actually, again, before I do that, just because I might have messed up the lenses while I was doing that crap, let's give them another wipe down. There we are. Now, is that on? Well, they don't feel loose. I mean, they didn't quite snap on like these things felt they snapped off, but I definitely don't feel like they're going to pop off. Alright, let's see how they feel, because by the nature of these, it is going to bring the lens closer to my eyeball, so the old Whether it feels weird or too close to your eye, if your eyelashes are going to flutter across it, is an issue that we need to figure out right away. So, do this job. So now I can just slide it on nice and easy without my glasses. So fitting is much easier, and tighten it up. Nope. I can blink freely. I don't feel it, so let's push this into my face a little bit closer. Using a little button under there. There we go. Nice light seal. Yeah, I don't feel them. Okay. So let's actually go plug this thing in to my VR PC and actually give it a go. Right, so I've been digging about in VR for a little bit now, and are they as good as my glasses? No. I don't think they quite did get the orientation of my right eye correct. My left eye is pretty good. My right eye is just a little bit off, and if I grab the headset and sort of twist it just a little bit, things become sharper again. But are they better than my glasses? Yes, because it's much, much more comfortable. And even though things are slightly, very, very, very slightly fuzzier than they should be, given the resolution that we're dealing with anyway, that's negligible. It might even be a good thing because it means I see the screen door slightly less, I suppose, the gaps between pixels if I go looking for it on text and things like that. Yeah, it's just a little bit softened, which is actually possibly a good thing. But comfort-wise, this is much better than wearing my glasses. Optical-wise, it is not quite as good, but a significant step up from what this looks like without my glasses. So, would I recommend these for people using VR frequently who do have the need for optical correction to make their eyeballs see gooder? Yeah. Yeah, they're not too expensive. I think both lenses plus shipping plus the special blue light coating that I got as well, which you don't have to get, that's optional. That was like $130 Australian all up, so less than $100 American, I guess that translates to. And I don't even know what it is in euros, but that little extra cost for something that's just going to make your life just a little bit nicer every time you step into VR, I think it's worth it. I mean, it's your call, depending on how comfortable you are with your glasses in your VR headset and things like that. But if you do find it particularly uncomfortable, bothersome, or just kind of annoying, you smudge them up a lot, it's hard to get it on and off, things like that. This is a significant step up in comfort and convenience. I'm going to call it worth it. So hopefully this has been quite helpful to you. If you have any experience with these kind of lenses in other headsets, please feel free to chime in the down below area so other people can have the benefit of your experience. But yeah, I'm happy. I'm going to keep using them. I'm quite happy indeed. Thanks for watching. I am Blunty. I'll catch you next time.